going up against the Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The ground. This is Isaiah Crowell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent precision. To stack that play up.
Again, it's Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Wentz to throw on second down. That's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy who can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self.
I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Wentz going to throw. Aguilar has it. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second down, here's Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he fields it cleanly. Look at the spin. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Steps away. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Third and long for Kaiser. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Wentz now on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good.
And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Nifty move. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go.
Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go.
Again, it's Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down, Kaiser. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Kaiser to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a toss right to Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 40 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now with Barner. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Wentz to throw. Smith catches left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. first down. Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing his Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to. Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did. Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down near the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Here we go.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. First down, Kaiser. And he fires one incomplete. Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot. That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays. And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down.
Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Bad 38.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. To throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. One final shot for Kaiser. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.